Howdy, what's going on, folks? It's your boy, the G Flash, and I'm here for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. So today, I'm gonna do the big Datamine update with all the refines and a bunch of other stuff, along with the anniversary. And I'm actually joined by two guests today. One of them is KaoAli, like I always bring, but this time I brought on a second special guest. So this guest right here is a huge fan of Sacred Zone, particularly the character Lyon, and also loves Grado a lot. So I introduce you to Lyon Gang.
Hello, my name is Leon/Lyon Gang. Uh, that is all. I am here for the refines.
Yeah.
Applause.
Yeah. So Leon and KaoAli and me, we're gonna do this all together today. So we're gonna go ahead and kick things off with the refine. So I've got it pulled up right here, and I want to just make sure you guys can still see my screen, right?
I
Yes.
can still see your screen.
Awesome. Okay. So we're gonna start off with the first refine, the Joshua one. So Adel. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher the name. You know what? You go ahead, Leon. I mean, this is Joshua, a Sacred Stones unit. So you know how to pronounce this weapon.
I'm pretty sure it's Odama.
Aldama. Okay.
Or Hulma.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with Aldama. So it's basically the base effect. It kept this exact same thing. It's just slaying and then rest +5. And the refine is if foe initiates combat or if the foe is at 100% health at the start of combat, gives them +4 to all stats, and he inflicts guard on the unit, on the enemy. So I think this is a pretty nice effect though, making him more of an enemy-faced unit though, that will, stop specials while, getting +4. So, Leon, as a Sacred Stones fan and just all that, what are your thoughts on Joshua's refine?
My thoughts on it, it's pretty good for like general stuff, like more like PP, like GHBs or like maybe even arena stuff, but this is definitely not like AR viable. I feel like if it was like AR viable, or my personal take, it should have been guard +6 to all stats and maybe like +4 healing to each hit. That I feel like that is especially like that's how I would have made Joshua's refine, but this is still nice with the guard and +4. It's very easy to activate too. I don't think they upgraded that much from the original effect of Eldama.
They didn't do anything
I
with
think
the
they
original
just added
effect.
more res, but I feel like they could have added a bit more to it. Maybe even add the healing there or something.
Yeah, I agree. Like, add a bit more on his base effect, though. That would be pretty good. What about you, KaoAli? What do you think of it?
Is foe initiates combat, or is the foe is equally full HP start combat? Is +4 in all stat and inflict special cooldown 1. This is for more enemy phase. No, it's for. I'm sorry. I little confused because when I learned this refer for freestyle, my mind say maybe this is used for with distant counter. Maybe this is for more use in enemy phase. But now is my error. Now it's more useful with against mage, but the good news is not the full HP if you need when active this effect. because another refine. I hate when the only requirement is the enemy with full HP. But this is a really good refine. This +4 in all star is really good.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I mean, even though it's just like full on enemy phase, I still think it's pretty decent though. I think it does make Joshua a lot better now, but I agree with Leon. Like they could have just added a little bit more to his base effect instead of just keeping it where it was though.
Maybe wait a second. Maybe this effect is much better in enemy phase because this full HP in the enemy, and if the enemy initiates the combat, is much better with this effect because this plus fighting resistance is much better with distant counter.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like, and also Joshua is kind of in a bad spot because there's like so many sword infantries that he doesn't actually stand out that much if you really think about it. Like, some sword units already have like guard in their weapons.
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah, that pool is really saturated, and the competition is like really like competitive. Like, is so stiff. So, but I guess Joshua stands out as a defensive sword unit, but even though most of them are kind of offensive, though.
I mean, if you have like a Shannon, you can technically make him enemy phase. Actually, isn't he enemy phase?
He's technically enemy phase though, because of his steady posture.
Yeah, I think his weapon is also if foe initiates combat, although I could be wrong.
I only know that he doesn't care about any debuffs on himself.
Yeah.
So I will just say Joshua got a pretty nice niche and a pretty decent refine that makes him a little bit better now. So next let's talk about Flying Nino's Giga Excalibur. So the first thing I actually noticed is that Giga Excalibur's base effect completely changed. Like, I believe before it was like if she's faster than the foe by how many points, then she deals like some true damage or something like that. But now
it was basically like Nysala's not refined weapon.
Yeah, Nysala's weapon.
Is true.
But this time, the Giga Excalibur's base event changed to grants +3 speed and deals damage equal 20% of Nino's speed, which is kind of bonkers. And the refine is basically joint drive, attack, and speed. So that's actually pretty nice, though, that Nino's getting like +4 to her attack and speed, and while giving the allies +4 attack and speed as well. So this definitely makes Nino hit a lot harder now, because now Giga Excalibur just deals 20% of true damage of, you know, Nino's speed. And Nino is really fast by default. So if you go with plus speed boon on her and with this refine, then she can deal a lot of damage. So what are you guys' thoughts on it?
I like how we went to the most saturated pool to like one of the least ones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the flying green mage is like pool is not too saturated, yeah.
Like there's like a lot of seasonal units, and like then there's Nino. I might be forgetting someone, but I'm pretty sure Nino's like the only one in the regular pool.
On the top of my head is just Nino though.
Yeah, so I believe that Nino's probably like the best green flying mage now. Like, there is Tharja, but
she's seasonal.
Nino is not seasonal, so I guess that just automatically makes her better.
Yeah.
Although Tharja does have a nice weapon, but
yeah.
Nino has a really good support weapon, and she can actually deal a lot of damage herself. I feel like I would definitely see this in like air balls. Yeah, yeah. And that would not be a very nice time to be an AR. Seeing like a flying +10 Nino with like joint drive speed or attack and like sturdy impacts with like...
Oh, that would be pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
What about you, KaoAli? What do you think?
In resume, this Nino ni much speed because the dia damage 20% of unit speed is really good because now this Nino is useful with Fury 4, Life and Death 4, Swiss Spark or Darling Blow 4 because this extra damage and the joint drive attack speed you notice Nino how say that is speedy Nino.
Exactly.
But yeah. The good news is maybe I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this Nino is really fast, but beware in any phase. Obviously, this Nino need any support if you need attack with more damage with this Nino. But yeah, enjoy this speedy Nino now.
Exactly. Yeah, this Nino is gonna fly around with like super fast speed, so beware of all that true damage you're about to take. So yeah, really happy for Nino.
You know what would be a great skill on her? Steady impact.
Steady impact. Oh yeah.
But
with like the speed and defense.
Oh yeah, because you need to stack speed on her.
Oh, this is not a bad idea.
And tank it. I can already see that in AR.
Oh boy. Definitely. There's gonna, like, a lot of the steady impact Neos are gonna fly around everywhere. Okay, so yeah, really awesome refine for Neo. Now, and then the next one is Nina, is Spy Song Bow. So Nina previously had the Shining Bow, and sure enough, the Spy Song Bow's base effect is Shining Bow except added with the slaying effect. So that's actually nice though, they added the slaying effect on it though. And then the Shining Bow. Now the refine is kind of funny. So if she's within 3 spaces of 2 allies that are a support partner pair, then she gets +6 to all of her stats, and when she deals damage, she heals 5 HP to herself. So basically, she just needs to be within 3 spaces of, you know, somebody's supporting the other, like a support pair, and she basically just not only heals, but +6 to all of her stats. That's quite insane, actually. So, what are you guys' thoughts on it?
Now, I don't like the fact that I'm personally not a huge fan of like keeping like if foes like defense is like higher than foes res by 5. I feel like they should have just cut that down to like if foes def is just like 1 point or like 1 point like higher. Like I felt like they should have cut that down.
Oh yeah.
Units these days have like basically the same res stat as their defense.
Oh, true, yeah. They're min-maxing them like really well.
Yeah. Nina might also have a problem with like some teams, because sometimes you might forget to bring like 2 like units that are supported together. And then her refine is basically useless at that point, like.
Oh yeah.
But or if you want to like bring her in like arena assault or like TT, if you like die or surrender. And then like, or even chain challenges, squad assaults. She might not be the best there, because then you have to like remember like units that supported each other. It might be, or like if you, because like sometimes people don't support units that much unless like their weapons have to like support people. But yeah, but if you do, but this, other than that, this refine's pretty good. Like having 6 to all stats and in combat healing is like extremely good for like tanking and like offensive too. Like she can be like practically used in, well, she can practically like tank a lot of units if plus 10 and have like an investment. I think if you have like a Nina in your barracks, you'll definitely get better. But she's not gonna become like Rape Hector, where if you have like one copy, she's gonna be like invincible or something. Like, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
And you finally have a use for Nina, because she has no fodder.
Well, I guess Bow Valor is something, but I think it's better to put that on a Bow Dancer, which, if I only know, there's only one Bow Dancer. Wait, no, there's 2. There's Nephany, the Dancer Nephany, and the Dancer Quan. But they're all seasonal, so there's no like regular summoning Bow Dancer, so you can't really slap Bow Valor on like on your bow units, though. It's better on a Bow Dancer.
I feel like people, if they did have like a Bow Dancer, then they would probably put on Quan, because Nephany is kind of more like, has good stats, and like, I'm pretty sure she has like the same speed as Legendary On, I think. I don't know. Apparently she has like really good like attack and speed stat, but I haven't like seen her since like a couple months.
Oh
Seen her
yeah.
in, like a couple months. But
Maybe if that Dancer banner with Nephany and Reinhardt, Berku, and Ishtar returns, maybe they'll add the 4-star the mechanic and make Nephany a 4-star focus. Because at that time we didn't have like 4-star focuses though. So if that banner came out now, they should have Nephany as the 4-star focus.
If only we can have rerun banners with 4-star focuses.
Yeah. So,
that would make a lot of people happy.
Definitely, yeah. So KaoAli, what do you think of this bow right here?
It's really weird. Now I call this bow the shipping bow. Because in any support partner with your character obtain +6 in any stand restore 5 HP.
Yeah.
The problem with this bow is obviously this is what in either resort and conquest arena. But what happens if you need to use this Nina in, for example, Glad Hero Battle Solo? Because I don't know. It's really hard use this bow. Maybe use this bow with maybe Dancer with another support unit with. Yeah, maybe this is the only method we how use this bow, but well, maybe in the future pair refine similar to with this, maybe.
Yeah. I think I know why they went with this, because Nina likes to spy on people, so this is probably her spying on a couple, I think. But yeah, I think if this ball like outside of PvE that you don't have support partners with, then yeah, her refine is pretty much useless. And then it's just the base shining bow effect with the sling effect. So, I mean, it's a good little gimmick here, but it's not gonna be useful in everything. I'll just say that. But she is kind of fun though when you do use the full advantage of this. So I also say it's pretty nice though. Okay, and the final unit that get a refine is the Sword Reinhardt with his Master Sword. And oh boy, this one is quite the one right here. So the base effect did not change, it just still inflicts -5 speed and then he attacks twice, even in the enemy face. Now the refine is, at start of combat, if the foe's HP is above half health, he grants +5 to himself and inflicts -5 on the foe during combat. And if he initiates combat, the foe cannot make a follow-up attack. This is pretty good because it's like a mini impact effect. And this is really awesome because he's super slow. And he's obviously going to get doubled, like, no matter what phase. But not letting him get doubled in the player phase is a pretty big advantage to him, honestly. So, anyway, what are you guys' thoughts on it?
Well, I feel like a lot of people, like, build him, like, enemy phase, because back then, I believe that Master Sword was, like, the first, dual phase brave weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So people were trying to take, like, advantage of that and make him into a DC unit. But, now, putting DC on him is kind of, like, going against his weapon.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think it might still work though. But even though that other impact part is like player phase.
Yeah.
What about you, KaoAli? Were you gonna say something, Leon?
Huh?
I was.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But
Continue.
I mean, other than that, this is pretty. This is actually pretty decent or good. Of course, he's not gonna like be as like OP as Ellie would or Kemph.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still very good if you don't have an Ellie would or Kemph, or haven't like built them that much.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just want an alternative in like Anima and Anima and you have like Eliwood on Dirk, so Reinhardt is definitely a pretty good option for AR defense because I believe if he's like has like blessings with a hell, for example, she grants defense, and if there's like 2 healths and Reinhardt can probably tank a Winter Altana, which is pretty impressive if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
But it's nothing too like spectacular, but it's still very like it's still very good. There's no flaws. There's definitely no flaws. Like I can't really see myself improving this. Maybe having like a defense -7 on there. Oh, not 7, 5.
Oh.
But it's other than that, there's really no flaws, except maybe like some people built his like kit around enemy phase, but that's not really a flaw, that's just like hindsight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, KaoAli?
Well, in begin this Reinhardt is a hybrid unit because the personal weapon is for both phase, but now with the effect is only it's only in the player phase. I mean, this is not about refine. Reinhardt is obviously slow, but the player effect is really good. Now the question is, what boy is good with this refine? Because obviously the weapon is for both phase. But now the question is, if this refine is only for player phase, is useful in enemy phase?
Well, the part where it says as long as the foe's health is above half, that one is like both faces though. But the can't make a follow-up attack, that one's only player face.
Yeah, this is the reason. This is the reason, but maybe is useful again both phase. But now this phase for more and more player phase.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say that he is a lot better, but like you said, Leo, he's not gonna match up to Ellawood because Ellawood technically is the best sword cavalier that everyone can easily build because of his refine and everything else. But I think Reinhardt definitely, has a little bit of a niche now where he could hit a little bit harder and prevent like follow-ups in his player phase. So I would say he got a pretty nice refine though. So I would say overall all of them, they're all pretty good though. There's no like bad one. They just all have their niches and stuff like that.
I feel like the winner here is Nina, probably for me.
Nina?
Yeah, Nina, because if you do have the 2 support like units, then she's like practically like one of the best like bow units, I feel like. If you have those 2 like units supported.
Yeah. What about you, KaoAli? Who do you think is the best one here?
The Nina refine is not bad, but I choose the flying Nino because more speed is equal more than damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably go with Flying Nino because of all the true damage she's about to do. So, but all in all, they're all pretty good though. So that's gonna be the refines. So now let's move on to the second topic, which is the Datamine stats of all the units though. And I do have their super boons and super banes on my phone here, so I'm gonna read them. So let's look at their level 40 stats. So Lift we all know because we saw it in the trailer and in the Fate channel, I think, where he's 39, 25, 30, 25. He's sort of like his mythic version, but because he's a Tone Cavalier, his BSD gotta fit that criteria. So here are Lift's super boons. He has an attack super boon, and his super banes are 3 of them. HP, speed, and defense. So yeah, Lift got hit with the 3 super bane bad luck as well. But at least he's got a attack super boon to allow him to hit really hard.
I mean, I feel like the best IV probably is like plus attack and minus speed, because the speed isn't really that important. Because he has like an auto follow up in his weapon, I believe. If
he does, yeah. I mean, his weapon is a very similar effect to his Sobkov Vekker sword, except there's like some tweaks around it though. So yeah, Lift just go plus attack, and then yeah, minus speed is probably the best though. Even though that's a super bane, but with a super boon and a super bane, I think it's alright actually though. I mean, he's gonna reach 190 BS because of his dual skill though. And then we've got
The attack is
Hmm?
the attack is perfect with 4 def rest.
Oh yeah, make him tankier.
Yeah,
So then we've got Henriette. So here are Henriette's stats. So is 42 HP, 40 attack, 18 speed, 35 defense, and 40 red. She's a lot more min-max than I thought she was, though. She's got a 175 BST, and her only super boon is her resistance. I wish she had a super boon in her attack, but oh well. And her super bane is also 3 of them: HP, attack, and speed. So it looks like you're gonna have to go plus resistance and minus speed on her. So that's interesting. And
I
then
see a theme.
Hmm?
I see a theme. I see a theme here.
Yeah. And speaking of the theme, there's another one coming up right now. Gustav. So Gustav is 49 HP, 41 attack, 18 speed. Holy cow! Exact same speed as Henriette. Wow, really is a father and mother here. 46 defense and 31 resistance. And he is 185 BST. That's pretty nuts. And he's got a super boon in his attack. And thank God he doesn't have 3 super bane. He has 2. He's got a speed and defense super bane. So go plus attack minus speed on him.
basically Gustav is the melee armor unit and Henriette is for mage armor unit.
Yeah, And then we've got Greek boy Alphonse, and he's the 4-star D mode of this banner. So he's got 43 HP, 38 attack, 25 speed, 37 defense, 31 resistance, and he is 174 BST, and he's got 2 super boons, attack and speed. I don't know why would you go plus speed on him. Just go plus attack. And he's got an HP and rest super bane. So I think for a 4-star demo, he's actually pretty good in terms of stats. Like, he's pretty well balanced, I gotta say. And and we actually know like the skill rarities that he comes with. So apparently Bullfighter is, you can inherit that at 5-star. I really wish they made Bullfighter a 4-star skill, because Bullfighter is on like 1,000,000 armor units now. It's pretty common. But nope, defense rest form is actually his 4-star skill, which is actually not a bad skill at all though. And his tome is really good for fodder as well. The incombat.
I mean, this is like the first time that they gave us a good skill on a demote, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
A decent skill.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I like how, you know, him, Henriette, and we're about to talk about Veronica. All 3 of their tomes are just in combat debuff and then healing, like for hit. And speaking of Veronica, I think we saw her stats as well. So she's got 40 HP, 36 attack, 38 speed, 21 defense, and 22 rest. So she's basically a glass cannon, basically. And unfortunately, she has no super boons, which sucks. She's got a super bane in her HP though. So it looks like if you want to build Veronica, you're gonna have to go plus speed on her. But the thing is, she's a blue tone cavalier, and we kind of all know the competition in that class. Reinhardt is still just smashing everyone with his Dire Thunder, and then Selena from Sacred Stones just nukes everyone with her no follow-up tome. So yeah, Veronica is kind of not gonna stand anywhere in that competition, but I think her tome is really good for fodder, but her other skills are not. She's got HP speed 2 and chill speed. This is like how many times we've got a chill skill on somebody now? Like, chill speed is, I already lost count how many people has it now. Like, on these Tempest Trials units, they're always either slapping chill skills or wave skills or opening skills. Like, these are the only options of Tempest Trials rewards. They need to give us better skills, honestly.
The course of the chili skill, but I like this tone. I mean, this Veronica is not bad, but maybe I further this tone for my Deltia.
Yeah, the tone will be pretty good on any blue mages though. Okay, and another thing I actually found out is that those save skills that Henry and Gustav come is actually only locked to armor units. So it's armor only skills of these savior skills, which I don't mind at all, because armor units kind of need some new type of, toys to play around now. They do have armor march as a sacred seal, which is good, but like their sea slaw kind of needs some more customization though. So these savior skills will be good and solve their movement issues a little bit though.
If I do randomly get a Gustav in one of my free summons, I'll probably just fodder him to like Brave Ephraim. Because Brave Ephraim base kit has close defense 3, and Gustav has close defense 4. So getting close defense 4 and then the save skill would just be like pretty. That would be pretty cool to have like close defense 4 on.
Yeah.
Because I don't have DC on mine yet.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, that's gonna be the stats for the Valentine units though. The theme is just they're all, well, except Veronica, everyone else is slow, but they're pretty hard hitting. I'll just say that though. Now we're gonna go over the Summoner. So we actually know what the Summoner's Dire Breda Blake does now. So he's basically just grants +4 to allies, +4 all stats to allies within 2 spaces of the Summoner, and then inflicts -4 to all stat on the foes within 2 spaces of the Summoner. So it's a pretty nice support weapon, actually. And for now, the Summoner is only playable in Mjolnir Strike, which got a big upgrade though. The map is a lot bigger now, and they added a lot of accessories or stuff like that to, benefit the Summoner or something like that. So glad to see that. Oh, and then we also saw this right here, where in the Mjolnir Strikes setting up your team, you can actually have a Summoner slot now. Like you see here where the Summoner is right here, and then there's like another open slot right here. And then the ones that says both empty, that's just like some dark mythic that can, I guess, add like another slot or something like that. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong.
I actually tried I tried this like yesterday when it came out. I put Yoon on there and it still put like an X. So maybe, I don't know if that just means, I don't know what, so I don't think that's it. I don't know what it means yet.
Oh, okay. I just think you needed like a dark mythic to unlock that, like a dark mythic that has the open slot mechanic now to unlock that slot, I think. So that's a new interesting change. And then actually, this is the part where like we kind of I was about to look forward to, is in the accessory shop in the Aether Resorts. We can actually order some new accessories for the Summoner now. So, and then the ones that have like the Summoner icon right there are the ones for the Summoner. So we do see a face mask right there, relating to what we're going through right now. And then there's some iron mask right here. And then there's a horn, some bull horns right here. And then some eye goggles, which...
That's a sleeping mask.
Oh, why did I say eye goggle? Sleeping mask. Thank you. There is a red ribbon, and then there's some flare of light, I think.
It's called a halo.
Oh, a halo. Yeah, halo. They look pretty sick, I gotta say. I really like them. I actually put the halo one on my summoner, though, because, you know, it just attracts attention, I think. And I want my summoner to attract some attention. But I'll put on some shades if I want to, though. So I like all these new accessories. What do you guys think of these new accessories, though?
Well, right now I have the horns on mine because they look cool with the avatar that I have on. Although I'll probably put on like the Leon accessories all the time.
Okay. How about you, KaoAli?
The coronavirus accessories.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to come, though.
Well, it's only the beginning of the custom is the summoner. Maybe in the future appear more accessories, but this accessory is not bad. But I like the coronavirus accessory.
Yeah, the face mask. I hope they do get more they, you know, add more to the future, though. So yeah, that's the accessories. And then the next thing I want to talk about is we actually know who the next Hall of Forms units are. So it's Spring Pala, Spring Catria, Spring Est, and Young Minerva. So this is a pretty interesting choice. This is for the Arcanean theme, though. So they picked the White Wing Sister all in their spring outfits, and they pick Young Minerva. Like, I think out of all of them, like, Young Minerva is probably the best one, because you get to deck her out with like Dive Bomb and Sturdy Impact and, you know, all of that. So, what do you guys think?
It's not a bad option. I mean, the trio sprint of Akanea is not a bad alt. John Minerva is a really good unit. If you need another copy, but now we any player obtain one from a zone, I maybe pass. If you maybe pass, maybe because I wait for another unit I need in my base.
Yeah. What about you, Leon? What do you think of this selection?
Well, I feel like the worst one here that I can see is Spring Catria. Well, it's mainly because that Paula actually comes with Disarm Trap. So she might be useful in AR for people, especially because if some people like don't use the free former soul that we are getting for Fjorm, and then people can just go for like Spring Paula for Disarm Trap.
Yeah, I agree.
And Spring Catria, her only like niche is like her weapon, but even then, I think Gunter has the exact same weapon as her, and he's far more cheaper.
Oh yeah. Gunter has like that supportive type, you know, that chill weapon or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird chill. It's like if unit has like the lowest res, they get
I think the lowest speed.
Oh yeah.
And then he chills like their attack and defense.
Yeah. Spring S is actually pretty good. If you don't have like female Morgan. Her weapon's pretty good. I believe it removes penalties on her if she is if she's like under 100% HP. I could be wrong on that.
I don't technically remember.
And then Young Minerva is just a good a general option if like the Grail option, because you don't have to like totally waste like trait fruits on her, because maybe you like are like saving trait fruits for like some other Grail units, and you want to use, and Grails are mostly like don't have IVs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And Formers don't have IVs, so.
For sure. So yeah, I just think this selection is pretty decent actually though. I just think the best unit here is Young Minerva. Now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick her up though, but I'll have to see. I haven't even spent I'm not gonna spend my free forma that I got though. I'm gonna wait till someone that I actually want, like really want for that one though.
I'm waiting till like the next Sacred Stones one.
Yeah. Oh, maybe your character Leon might be in that one, and you get to summon him.
Depends on which Leon. Like,
if it's Fallen Leon, that would be even better.
Oh, is this a good?
Both would be the chaotic universe.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that. And the next thing is, we actually know the Sacred Seals that we're gonna get in Tempest Trials tomorrow. The first one is Bracing Stance, and the second one is something I did not see coming, Life and Death. So we're getting Life and Death as a Sacred Seal now. Does that mean like Fury is also gonna become a Sacred Seal? Because I think it is. So yeah, these two.
It'll probably be like in like next month, like on the Spring Banner.
Yeah, probably. These two seals are pretty nice, I gotta say. Bracing Stance is just, defense res +4, and you can slap that on any tanks, honestly. And Life and Death just, increases your visible attack and speed while lowering your defenses. And heck, I can even see some people doing triple Life and Death now. Like, they can slap that on their Linus or Ravens. Like, use their Basilico's Life and Death Refine, run Life and Death 4 on the A slot, and then put Life and Death in the Seal slot. Just make them the ultimate glass cannon.
If you have a minus defense Delphia, and you have Life and Death on the A slot and the B slot, not B,
Seal.
I believe she has 0 defense.
That is crazy.
I hate this too.
That'll only happen if it's like unmerged and minus defense though, so.
Oh. Wow. That is crazy, actually.
Oh yeah, and no respondent, so.
Oh boy, yeah, their defenses are about to do single digits now with like that kind of setup.
I think Wanku also hits like, Virion also hits 0 res if you do Life and Death.
Oh wow.
Yeah, his res is not that great.
Oh yeah, his res is terrible. Like, he's got like the lowest res in the game or something. I don't know who has the lowest res. Maybe it's Virion, but yeah, his res is really terrible.
I think Virion's is tied with Ard, maybe? I think Arden's also has like low res.
Yeah. But yeah, I think these two seals are pretty useful though. Like, useful for any builds, honestly. So what are you guys' thoughts on these two seals?
Well, Life and Death will definitely be good on my Selena.
Oh, yeah.
Because she comes with Life and Death 4 and double Life and Death, I believe. I think she has like... I'll actually check. She has. She gets 62 with Life and Death 4 attack and 50 speed. So, and this is a +1 Selena. So with so maybe with like Life and Death 4, she'll get 55 speed and like 67 attack.
Wow, that is pretty bonkers.
Yeah, Selena is pretty bonkers.
So, how about you, KaoAli? What do you think?
In resume, Life and Day make you uni more glass cannon. Oh, I hated the Tiawi Zero defense is horror, but the brazen stance skill is more useful because this is obviously is for more enemy face, but make this unit more tank. This plus 4 in the defense and resistance is really good. And at this resistance you with resistance 3, yeah, do make the distant counter new tank.
Yeah, yeah. I do like these two Sacred Seals, and I can't wait to test them out on my units. So yeah, that's this. Oh, and then this is a really awesome thing that just happened. Altena, if you remember, like the last anniversary or something where they did, or some Fate channel, they did the mass demote again. Altena was the only one that did not get demoted to 4-star, and that freaked a lot of people out that they're gonna summon her as a 5-star. Well, your worries ends here. She is no longer a 5-star anymore. She is a 4 and 3-star unit. So starting tomorrow's summoning session, which is the Hero Fest and the Valentine's banner, I think. So that's a good thing. And Altena is a great fodder. She has sturdy stance and brash assault, which you're not gonna fodder her for that. You're gonna fodder her for sturdy stance. Oh, and were you gonna say something?
No, nothing.
Okay. Oh, and another thing I wanted to talk about is we actually know the interim results of the A Hero Rises program. So let's take a look at this though, and I'll let you guys can tell me what your thoughts on it. So number one, just like I predicted, it's in fact Cyril's. So I got it exactly right. Number two is Dual Lin, which is pretty awesome. She's a pretty busted unit. Number three is Brave Edelgard. Number four is Legendary Dimitri. Number five is Legendary Crom. Number 6 is Legendary Corin. Number 7 is Freya. Number 8 is Legendary Edelgard. And number 9 is Brave Dimitri. Number 10 is the Duo Byleth. Number 11 is Duo Micaiah. Number 12 is Claude, Brave Claude. Number 13 is Duo Peony. Number 14 is Bramimon. Number 15 is the Dual Sigurd. Number 16 is Legendary Azura. Number 17 is the Halloween Robin. Number 18 is the normal Altina. Number 19 is Lif, and number 20 is the male Violet. So, what are your thoughts on this?
Now the worry.
Well,
You first, Leon.
I'm kind of concerned that Brave Edelgard is like up that high, because I know, because she's a Brave unit. Like you can like free summon her.
Yeah. Yeah, true. How about you, KaoAli?
It's funny because it's Zero versus Edgar. Two Edgar in the top 8. It's really hard. Now the difference with last year, now the A unit is a really good unit. It's really hard to choose what is the best unit. Obviously, Heroes is a best option, but the people recommend both for Legendary Edgar because Brave Edelgard appear in any banner, but Legendary Edelgard appear in certain banner. In that case, if you need a really good armor aka triple guard for, I recommend both for Legendary Edelgard, or maybe if you need the reduction damage with dragons, I recommend both for Zeros, but no bot for Brave Edelgard.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of shocked that Brave Edelgard made it to number 3. But yeah, like you said, you can summon her for free in the Choose Your Legends. I do actually hope, like, in the final results, hopefully Freya and Legendary Corrin can jump up a little bit, though. And hopefully Legendary Dimitri can also jump up, because these are actually rarer units that, you know, it's kind of hard to get them. Lynn, I think she's in a pretty good spot, though. And Saros, yeah, everyone kind of, I think I know why everyone wants Saros to win, because, you know, that open 7th slot that on your Anima defensive Aethery team. Yeah, everyone wants that free, you know, extra slot, though. And not only that, Saros is a pretty great unit herself, like really tanky, like really min-max, and yeah, she's overall really good. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to how this thing plays out, though.
One more thing I would like to add. I'm kind of concerned that that regular Altena is on the top 20, but not Christmas Altena.
Oh yeah, I don't
Christmas
know.
Altena
I don't know why like
really
people would still go for her, though. We literally got her for free last year.
I don't think she's even in the top 3 like votes.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, I think Brave Edelgard, if they're like the most tapped hero, sometimes people can't scroll, which on like the page.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember seeing the tap, yeah, the tapping, ranking, though, and I think I covered that in another video of mine, though. Yeah, it's funny. The normal Altena had the most taps in the game, and then Brave Edelgard was number 2 or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, let's see if Saros ended up winning this thing, though, because I think last time when we did this, Altena was like the first place, and then she ended up winning. So maybe Saros will win this time around. Who knows? But whoever wins, let's support. And if Saros did ended up, you know, if she doesn't win, let's just say, but she's in the top 4, we can summon her from that hero fed. And remember, they said it, you can spark on that banner. So that is something. Okay, and the last thing I want to cover is the combat manuals. Let's go over this, though. So this is the new combat manuals that we're gonna be getting, though, is Valentine Lynn, Valentine Soren, Seth, Sita, Wrath, Odin, and Kane. So, oh boy, let me think. Dual Lynn, why did I say Dual Lynn? Valentine Lynn. She has, oh my gosh, I kind of forgot what she had, though.
She has Blue Gift, which is dull ranged in a blue tome.
Oh, okay, so it's a dull range tome, okay. She does have like a bond skill, but it's just the tier 3 version. Not tier 3, yeah, tier 3, sorry. And what else does she have? Cause
I think she has Armor March. I could be wrong.
Let me check, cause I do have her. Let's take a look. Valentine Lynn. Yeah, she does have armor march.
That's gonna be useful for like. That's probably gonna be useful for like armors who like want armor march.
Yeah.
But like someone's already occupied a seal for armor march.
Exactly. So yeah, Valentine Lin is great for armor march and blue gift, but you can't inherit them at the same time, so choose carefully. Soren is a really good fodder because he's got a dual rally skill, rally attack speed plus, so you can get that off of him. And the rest of his skills aren't really the best. Like he's got.
I mean, he has War Blooms, which is a bond, which is like Omni Bond on a Blue Town.
Oh, it's just it's a bond. But you know, I consider these bond weapons a little hard to use because they're usually just enemy phase weapons because they're hard to position in the player phase. So I would say like the most valuable thing out of Soren is probably just his rally attack speed plus skill. And then we've got the 4 stars. We have Seth. Seth obviously is just swapping Fortress Defense 3 fodder. And then Sita, she got a Resplendent, but she's not the best fodder. Like
she has Fortified Fires.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's okay, but it's a decent skill. Like, but it's better. It's good on your flyer teams for sure. And she also has rally speed. So if you need a prerequisite of Soren's rally attack speed plus, you got a prerequisite right there. Wait, does she have rally speed or rally resistance? I don't remember. I think it's
she
speed.
Has rally speed.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Wrath has speed rest form at 4 star, and defense smoke at 5 star. So he is a really awesome fodder. Like if you need like a defense smoke on somebody, Wrath is your guy right there. Well, you have to upgrade him for sure. But still, he's an amazing fodder, and he's a great unit as well. And then we've got the one character who everyone's been trying to hunt for because, the fodder is really good. Kane, Red Bull, that gives you the Wings of Mercy. Now, we did have Merlinus, who also is in the normal 3 and 4 star pool that also got Wings of Mercy at 4 star. But it's kind of hard to summon him unless you get really, really lucky. Then you summon a bunch of them. But yeah, Kane is Wings of Mercy, and if you're hunger for Wings of Mercy, then go for Kane for sure. And then we've got Odin. Odin he still has his pretty good refine though, but he's just Red Tone Breaker fodder and Moonbow. That's pretty much it though. So yeah, a pretty nice batch this time around. What are you guys' thoughts on it?
Finally, Wings of Mercy fodder.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm probably gonna get Soren and Kane, and I don't know what I'll get for the last one.
Okay. How about you, KaoAli?
Soren and Kane is a good option. Wings of Mercy is a really good skill. Soren with rally attack better. Speed plus is a really good skill. The second option maybe is Lynn because she uses armor march. This is a not bad skill, but yeah, this is a really good manual.
Yeah, I agree. So I think I'm gonna get Soren, Lynn, and then just Kane. Yeah, because I hunger for more Wings of Mercy. So yeah, that's all the updates that I can find this time around and we cover this time around. So hopefully you all enjoy our pretty long coverage though. But I still enjoyed, doing this. And let me know down in the comments below what are your thoughts of all of this data mine and updates. Do you like the summoner feature? Did you like the refines? And whatever your thoughts is, just drop them down. And if you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe if you want to see me do more summons for Faye, banner impressions, and Resplendent unit reviews. So, do you guys have anything to say before we close it off?
I don't know. I have nothing.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is that I'm voting for Fallen Leon for Hero Rises.
Okay, that's
the
something. How about you, KaoAli?
The question for tomorrow is if you need a savior skill or if you need finish the Gen 1 Project Plus 10, because this is a really hard decision. Obviously, is now the Gen 1 5 star is a mini 5 stars. But yeah, in this time, I mean, I can say if you save your for the next banner, but tomorrow is a Tempest is after more orbs and tickets. I recommend someone in any one of these two banners because it's a huge reward.
Yeah, for sure. So, also, Leon, thanks for coming on here, though. I gladly enjoyed doing this with you.
Thanks.
Yeah, like the guy I like enjoying having you on here and hearing your thoughts about, Joshua's refine. Since you're a huge Sacred Stones fan.
Yeah, I don't use Joshua because one time I was like, I have no wind sweep fodder, so I decided to use rails on Joshua and waste wind sweep.
Oh, wow. Well, let's hope wind sweep gets put on some other unit that's easy available. Well, that is it then. So I will catch you all in my next video then. So thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you all later.